Hey guys, I'm David Dierdorff, and I just wanted to share with you all a bit of my story, bit what's going on in my life over the past few years. Um, I'd say the two words that described me before and after Christ were unstable and grounded. And I'll get to what I mean by that in a few minutes. But I grew up in a Christian home. I had a great family. I love my family very much. I grew up homeschooled, ended up going to a private Christian school during high school, and I learned a lot there. And obviously, I accepted Christ at a very young age. I could tell you all the right answers. I could tell you different things about theology, about doctrine, but at the end of the day, I didn't really feel or know how to accept the gospel myself. Like I knew it, but I didn't feel it in my heart. And so a lot of it, I think, was just going through the motions. And I definitely think that I was living out my faith, and God was doing some cool things in my life back then. But it wasn't. Um, yeah, I struggled a little bit with accepting what was true about the gospel and knowing how to live it out in my life. And because I had always grown up in Christian circles, grown up um, going to youth group, grown up going to church with my family and all that, I never really was exposed to the world that much. And so my first few months at college, I kind of saw that as an opportunity to um, experience the world, if you will. And I really just hit a low point in my life a couple months in. I was partying a lot. I was hanging out in the wrong crowd. I definitely made some close friends then, but I wasn't surrounding myself with necessarily the people that I want to be like or be characteristic, be characterized by. And I think I was definitely searching for approval in what others thought of me. I was searching for acceptance, searching for um, fitting in with the right crowd, and I definitely think I was very proud. I thought I was doing things right, and in the back of my head, my conscience was always nagging me, but I never really wanted to be vulnerable or admit that I was doing something wrong. So I kind of just continued on with my way of life, and I just felt empty after a few months of living like that. I remember coming to a point where I looked back and I thought, wow, how did I end up here? How did this happen? And I think at that point I realized if I called myself a Christian but my life didn't look any different from the life of anyone else, like what's the point? There's no point in calling yourself a Christian if Christ doesn't change anything about you. So I started praying a lot and um, just kind of asking God how I could turn my life around. And at that point, I definitely began to find my identity in Christ and what He has done for me, rather than what I could do or how cool I could be or how strong I was or how many things I could accomplish. And that really took my pride to starting to make me more humble, because my identity wasn't sourced in who I was or what I did anymore, but I was grounded in Christ and what He had done for me. So yeah, that's just obviously a short overview of what's going on in my life in the past year or so. But yeah, hope that helps. If you have any questions or want to talk to me about anything, let me know. Thanks. Love you guys.